Friday, and it's a wet Friday, this wonderful day, but it's still the day that the Lord has made, and we'll definitely rejoice and be glad in it. Today, dear listener, as we jump into our morning reflection today, I like that it's always based on basically my daily encounters every other day in my office. And today I'm talking about 12 steps to be taken by an unfaithful spouse. 12 steps to be taken by an unfaithful spouse. Why am I doing this reflection? Because at times when it comes to matters of affairs and unfaithfulness, we always have an issue when people say, I have said sorry. Yet actually, sorry is never enough. And so we are going to look at things that can be done, because many times someone is in this situation and they have no idea what is the next thing. Fine, I've said sorry. Then what next? Why am I not being forgiven? Why isn't my partner choosing to move on? So I'll share with you very quickly 12 things that an unfaithful spouse should do, if at all the intention is, of course, to rebuild that relationship. Number one is to remember that sorry is not enough. Sorry is not enough. One of the few times in any relationship when saying sorry can actually backfire is if an affair has taken place. You must reconcile with the fact that if I say sorry, my partner will not just take that sorry. Sorry will not make things better. This doesn't mean that you don't say sorry or you don't apologize. Just understand that there is more to saying sorry. Sorry won't fix everything. It's the beginning of a very, very long journey. Number two, dear listener, is share the details of the affair when asked. Share the details of the affair when asked. I say this because, dear listener, human beings forgive what they know. You don't forgive what you don't know. You forgive what you know. And at times we normally just keep quiet and see someone saying, I said sorry, or stop asking me don't ask me about her, or don't ask me about him. The truth is this, that if we withhold any information about the affair, this includes, of course, the minor or the major details, your spouse shall think that you are protecting the other person, that the other person is more important than them. So it is important that when you ask for details, kindly give especially men have this problem. Men will say, I said sorry, mbona tunaongea. But dear listener, remember, we forgive what we know. If we don't know the whole truth, you don't forgive. And if someone forgives something they don't know, then they find out something new next week. They go back to the beginning. So you'd rather put everything on the table that they know what they're forgiving, that now they can move forward. But if you're giving half details, then if I get information that is new, then I get hurt afresh. So share the details, dear listener. Ukiuliza umelikutana saa ngapi, sema ilikuwa saa 5 kwa junction, mvua ilikuwa inanyesha, give the full details. Don't start saying ati hapana sijui, no. Number 3, remember, dear listener, you have lost the right to be trusted. Now here is where many people get it wrong. Because I've seen people who have had an affair being asked by their partners, show me your phone. You hear someone saying, why don't you trust me? But you see, the moment an affair happens, remember this, dear listener. Before an affair happens, you are innocent till proven guilty. You can say you are at a meeting and your spouse will believe. You can say this is just a friend and your spouse will actually believe you. After an affair, you are guilty till proven innocent. And you must reconcile with that. You are guilty till proven innocent. So don't think you have a right to be trusted. Be willing to work for it. You may actually work for a long time. Jesus might come back and still you're not trusted. But reconcile with the fact that I lost the right to be trusted, and whatever small bit of trust I'm given, I take. If my spouse wants my phone, I give my phone. If my spouse wants me home for dinner, I'm home for dinner. If my spouse wants me to talk to so-and-so, I won't talk to so-and-so. Akitaka nitoke choir, nitatoka choir. Because I cannot keep on staying there and saying, why don't you trust me? You are guilty till proven innocent. Number 4, you must have a personal reflection as to the reason you had the affair. You must have a personal reflection as to the reason why you had the affair. This does not justify it and doesn't make it better. But it will help you in your personal journey as a human being to get better and not repeat that again. Remember, no matter how justified you may think you are, dear listener, it was still a bad decision to have that affair. I've heard people saying, it's because my wife talks to me this way, or it's because my husband talks to me this way, or it's because my wife doesn't want to sleep with me, or my husband is always sleeping outside. Dear listener, no matter how justified you are, there was always a better option than having the affair. So when you're doing this process, it's a personal process. Don't tell your partner, I cheated because that doesn't justify. Don't even blame the ancestors. Don't blame the ancestors. No. You take responsibility. There was another option on the table. You didn't take it. Number 5, you have to spend more time with your partner. In simple words, be more available. This will show your willingness to work on the marriage and bring healing to your partner. Spending time with them all the time, or as much time as you can, you'll also be able to understand their perspective, what they are going through, where their pain is and where their suffering is. So you must be more available. After the affair, don't disappear into the wilderness. Be available. You can't have an affair, then say, I'm going for 40 days fasting to break the spirit of infidelity. No, you have to be available, dear listener. Number 6 is you have to be very honest about ending the affair. This is what I mean. I've had people in my office who are struggling to end affairs. Na anasema, I love my partner and I also love this other person. Tell your partner face to face that this affair I am in, ukweli, I'm so invested emotionally. Haki sioni nikiwacha. I don't see it ending. Let your partner decide at that point, because at that point, the fate of your relationship has left your hands. It's in the hands of your partner. But be honest. If you can't end the affair, usidanganyane at you have ended it. The worst thing to tell your partner is you've ended an affair that you've not ended. That is worse. Afadhali useme ukweli tunapenda huyo mtu na nimechanganyikiwa. And let your partner say, since umechanganyikiwa, endo changanyikiwe kwake. That is okay. Or your partner says, fine, let's find a way to work around it. Or I need time, whatever it is. But be honest about ending the affair. Number 7, you must expect ups and downs. Expect ups and downs in the relationship, in the journey to heal. Why? Because the affair caught your spouse off guard. And they'll have moments when they'll resent you. They'll have moments when they look at you and they're angry. And they'll have moments when they laugh with you, they talk to you. They might have moments when you trigger something in them that annoys them. Or they look at you and you do something that is familiar to the pain they felt. Allow your partner to have ups and downs. Allow them to wake up in the middle of the night to cry and wake up in the morning laughing. Allow them to go through their process. At times, they see people putting their spouses under pressure. To look out to Sawa Monday, then Tuesday, Amanza Kasirika Tena. No, you caught them off guard. Allow them to go through their process. If your partner wants to wake up at night and cry, let them cry. Usimwambie wacha kulialia, we are moving forward. No, you can't say that. You have to be aware of what you've done and allow them to go through the process. Number 8, identify what you need to change as an individual. What do you need to change as an individual? This is important, actually, in your journey to be trusted. Understand me. This is important for those who want to be trusted one more time. Because seek help as an individual. There's no guarantee your marriage will survive that affair. But you might start to think as a person, what do I want to change? How can I become a better human being? Which will help me become a better father or a better mother. But identify what you need to change as an individual. What frustrates me is that people have affairs, and the ones who have affairs don't want to get help. The one who comes to my office is the one who's cheated on. The one who cheated, I never understand this. You have to be willing to seek help as an individual, but you may become a better human being. Number 9, dear listener, you have to show genuine remorse and empathy. Remember, saying sorry is not remorse. Remorse is a deep understanding of the pain you've caused the other person and the willingness to change from the thing that you did. Show empathy, meaning understand what they are feeling, understand you are the cause of their pain, understand that they are hurting, and be an agent of healing. Don't be there being unremorseful, saying, hata unajua, hata weshukuru Mungu. I've had some men saying this to their wives. No, thank God that I always come back to you. That does not help. If you come back to me, then why did you leave in the first place? So you can't say, I always come back to you. No. Someone should be jailed for saying that. Because I cannot justify that. I must have remorse and empathy that I hurt you and I take responsibility. Number 10, never blame your spouse. Never blame your spouse. It is you who had the affair. Never blame your spouse. It is not your spouse who cheated, it is you. No matter what happened, the last thing you should do is to blame your spouse for the affair. Take responsibility. Ni wewe ulijipeleka kwa hiyo lodging. Haukupelekwa na mtu, ulijipeleka kwa hiyo lodging. Not your ancestors, not your family tree, not the witch doctor, ulijipeleka. Kama ulikaliwa chapati, ulikomenda kula chapati kwa wenyewe. Wewe ulijipeleka huko kulikuwa na hiyo chapati. Don't start telling people that it is your fault. The affair happened because of you. Number 11. Don't assume, dear listener, that it will go away automatically. Don't assume it will go away automatically. Affairs don't just go away. Most couple think that affairs get forgotten over time. Time never repairs an affair. An affair's pain in marriage, dear listener. Time actually is a very bad bank. It backfires over time. It will not just go away. It will need the two of you to deliberately work together to ensure it goes away. Don't wish an affair away. Get help to deal with the affair. Never think you'll solve it, the two of you. You can't deal with an affair, the two of you. Understand me, dear listener. You have to get help in case of an affair. And number 12, everything will never go back to normal. Your life, your marriage will never be the same. Your relationship will never be the same. You're reconciled with the fact it will never be the same. It is impossible. The marriage will either get better or get worse. But your life will never be the same after an affair. Reconcile with that today. Wacha kujidanganya tutarudi vile tulikuwa. Hamutarudi. Either it gets better or worse. Dear listener, those are the 12 simple things that someone who has had an affair should do. Reflection will be available on my Facebook page, Victor Salamba, during the course of this wonderful day. If you go to Facebook, Victor Salamba, you'll find this reflection.